to win versus OG. Here in the lowers, though, it is win or go home. Playing for survival, playing for a chance at that main event. And Bolt has got a lot to deal with here on Monster. He's got plenty of partners for the job. They're jumping rather sporadically around the site. It is a complete mess. It's going to be a cluster of death. Back to back dinks. As I said, not going to go down, though. He catches a bullet. Takes down the bomb carrier. Golden's gone, as is Jakino. Cello arriving a little late from heaven. And SAZ's even working on the flank here. Crims is not ready. He's exposed himself, and that is a ridiculous 3. Oh, 1 fine. The second he gets dinked, and he still gets another 2 on top. SAZ has definitely brought his A game here.
That was very, very messy, right? Because Fnatic's utility was really good. The Molotov landed short. That's going to stop those players. They were stuck. Do we push? Do we drop back towards the side? The flash was good onto Bolts. The smoke middle of sight going to stop the rotations. But they just couldn't get past this man right here. Just an absolute nuisance. And Golden, knowing that he was low, went for the risk, didn't pay off, and that's a big round. MIBR.
Putting his hands together, that's what I like to see, keeping the motivation high. You've already picked up this first map. You start with the first round. Only going to feel good vibes right now. And it is going to be the full eco. They swallow the bitter pill. They'll take all those blocks and just do their very best to take, well, an aggressive M4 would be perfect out of the equation. He's got so much help, though. You see how quickly they just ran to his aid?
Get out of there. Don't lose the big gun. And Bolts, he wants something too. So we might get isolated over towards long here, but it is just the Glocks, right? It should be quite an easy mop up here for the man.
He takes so many of those Glock dinks. He still gets away with 2 kills. You might even fancy a third. He's just going to flash himself towards long. Tucks in. Golden duking him out with only the Glock. It's no fun for Fnatic for sure. They're just landing some significant damage and none of the conversions they hoped for.
I wouldn't mind just digging into just quickly some of the things the desk was touching on the CT side. Sure, I would like to see what their setup looks like with Jakino, if he's going to bring out that secondary AWP at all, or if it's still just going to be much of this rifling play, which we've seen him do so far within the team. And also, on top of that, Crims had quite a poor showing for his standards, right? He's normally such a high-impact player. We saw him win that 1v1 against Danoko over there on Dust 2, but all in all, I think he was just kept quiet about 10 frags in map number 1. That's not normally a Crims performance. Let's see if he can bounce back. And I suppose as these rounds continue, we can dive more into what it means to not have Flusher on your team anymore. But Fnatic with the AK straight away, taking a lot of control, and a handball play to connector. Jakino's under pressure.
Yeah, but he's holding the line. It looked good for him, promising, but Cello takes it from him. First blood, Jakino forced to watch as the rest of round 3 transpires. Good control of the spray. Needs a second, yes. And he's found it. That is a big one from Crims. He even spots Cello on the hunt, and he turns the flash. That will be a necessary conversion to keep things level. Bolts with the jump for info. He's confirmed there is action long. He may not have spotted the bomb. A little further behind on Golden. But regardless, the rotate comes in, and that's some great damage. Look how constantly mobile he is. Such a sticky situation for Fnatic now. Oh, and Bolts is such a nuisance.
Just start landing.
Every bullet he fires seems to hit. What a play. He's smiling ear to ear.
That was, it was like a hive of bees there, right? He just kept popping up from a different direction.
Everything stings. Just get away from me.
And that was Fnatic's first gun round attempt. They knew so much information there, right? There was 2 players clearly pushing Crims, because watch this. After the multi-frag he gets, Danoko actually is pushing. They're going more aggressive to take him as quickly as possible. They know that there's a gap towards A. Bolts is defending with an MP9 from this range, right? The AKs...
Comfortably.
Fnatic players were whiffing their aim there, right? There wasn't the clean one-taps that you're expecting. He's able to get away with that. There's plenty of opportunities to punish, and now Fnatic will just be down to these pistols. MIBR looking very strong here, and since they've been in the realms of Europe and since Danoko has joined the team, well, they haven't actually done too well on Overpass. Not a map that they tend to play a lot.
Desert Eagles, P250s. Everyone's chosen their favorite.
It feels a bit like that these days, doesn't it?
Cello's got a lot to do, and that is a very clean conversion of the first. They did land some significant damage, converting it quickly, so an M4 falls into enemy hands. Quickly taking JW down, JW just holding the party peak. Bomb plant off the table.
Yeah, this is going to be a difficult one again, as they've said, Crims. Now it's just a shooting gallery, and well, Bolts has a better weapon for the job this time round. Nade is great, and the follow-up is even better. Only 1 player going down. They'll be able to drop a gun over to Cello so we can get some nades behind that, and things are going very well for MIBR here. So just to recap, They have played Overpass twice. Both was at CS Summit 7. It was 16-14 loss to Heroic and a 16-13 loss to Cloud9. The game changer stat that HLTV has is to do with their round win percentage after getting the first kill. If they get the opening kill, Alex, they're on for 74%. Now, there's small sample size, really dealing with 2 games, but 2 close games. But if Fnatic are able to find the opening kills, 14.3% round win percentage after receiving the first death.
Okay.
So Fnatic
Finding those
entries,
openings.
yeah, that might be the key here.
Half the battle is just that first opening frag. Bolts has definitely got a lot of mojo flowing in his direction.
Yeah, he's playing some spicy CS at the moment, looking very confident in all these decisions that he's making. Trying to harass this sewer position right now, spamming the wall, spamming the boards, just trying to see if anybody's home, and that's great information. Nade can come over now. Chip damage onto Golden, down to 81.
He's a real nuisance. I mean, he's using those highly penetrative deagle rounds through the very thick concrete, just trying to keep him on notice.
You know teams love that boost there, right? So if there's anything you can do to dissuade that early, you punish them with nades, you show them that, hey, we have some tricks up our sleeve too.
That's true.
Force Fnatic to change tact here. Nade sets. Yell, he's got full. Flashes on Danoko and SHZ. Not too much to defend with 45 seconds.
Brollan's got the unenviable task of going completely blind into toilets.
Yeah, and with little amount of time left, this becomes very dangerous. So re-aggression as Cello takes some damage, almost goes down. Drops back.
A big miss from Yell. A death sentence. Brollan finds his first. Cello was tagged. And that's going to make things a bit more difficult. Won't be able to weather the incendiary. And he's finished off by JW as well. That's going to beat him.
Great
and
flashes.
Brollan into the site. The flashes line up. So does Chiquino. SHZ needs another. Can't find it. And the headshots are there. Fnatic with their first. And it was just a war of attrition. Keeping them constantly locked on that B site with the if button maybe. And a late clear of toilets with very little aggressive CT presence.
Yeah, so this position that Yell's playing, if he hits that shot, he's still dead, right? Brollan's always going to come out of bathrooms right there and finish that one off. So it was a massive risk to be taken from Yell, considering the amount of time on the clock, but he was playing for info. Maybe that was going to help Cello cheat on over with a rotation.
The reason he's forward of that planter, like an instance of him wanting to take a cursory glance toilets?
Yeah, well...
Or is he just looking for an off angle on the
I think he's looking for the off angle. It's just a bit risky with the amount of time remaining, right? That's one of those blunders. It's a 50-50. Golden!
Blunders, speaking of, Golden's just lost a great deal of his health. Surfs it off.
Hot toes.
Very new VIP foot therapy. A single stray bullet through the floorboards and door into Chiquino's fingernail. Trains his AWP towards the cross to support Brollan's toilet adventure.
Cheeky little one-way there.
Yeah, but look at the info. They've worked it out. Cello very heavily tagged. He tucks in.
He's trapped.
Quick converted. I think they know Yell's there as well. I think Brollan caught a glimpse of his butt cheeks. Flashes coming out from both sides. Yell evades him. Still has vision. Will peek in. And that line up! Chiquino and Golden. I'm getting fallen flashbacks. Yell holds them at bay on Overpass. Crims could maybe make a round out of this, but he paid such a heavy price onto SHZ. It means Danoko likely to convert. JW elsewhere. On loose, 20 seconds. You're bang on, Chad. Yell's frag has almost won the round single-handedly. He didn't even see him.
Didn't see him on the fence.
He didn't even see him. And that was the chance, perhaps. This will have to be a save. JW's just scarpering away with what little he can. It's going to be the AWP to be preserved. Yell takes the 5th round home for MIBR.
I was about to start building the mid-rounds that Yanko was talking about in the desk. Something that we highlighted as well during the cast was how well the Fnatic players can play off of each other. And this is where the conversation can probably begin about what Fnatic have lost since Flush has gone, right? Obviously, somebody extremely experienced. Look at this. Lining up perfectly right there. But Flusher was always the secondary in-game leader, right? I think that's the reason he left Fnatic, is because he wanted to in-game lead, and, well, they want to keep Golden on that role. But having somebody who's flexible like a Flusher who can make those decisions, it's always good to have a 2IC, right? It's always good to have someone just in case. So I'm not quite sure who's going to take over those duties. JW is very, very aggressive. Crims always strikes me as the type of guy who's a bit more of a rock player. Brollan's still relatively new. Golden's already doing the in-game leading. That's going to be interesting to see if and how they can fill that void. And if they continue mid-round success like we know Fnatic used to.
There was no one that could mid-round like Flusher.
That's true. Some of the maneuvers he's pulled off, absolute
I mean, his
masterclasses.
read for the game was unique, and it still worked against others.
Yeah. All right, well, let's see how this one plays out, because Yell is very, very aggressive again. He has a bailout in Cello, but that means Cello can't miss either.
Oh, the timing favored Giacchino. Adjustment just a bit shallow from the AWP. So Yell's gone.
They still want to go B because Yell's an A defender. They're still posturing right now towards backyard, setting up their nades. Only have 2 smokes, a bunch of flashes, and a molly to work
Fully
with.
gambled the stack.
Straight into 3, so this is going to be rough.
Brolin crawling up short. Crim's behind him. A boost and a flashbang through the smoke. Oh, we could even see Heaven. No info just yet. He does spot one Heaven.
He's going to get spotted here.
There's one close to the sandbags. I have no idea how this one plays out. Up Monster. Denoco addresses it. And a second no, Giacchino does convert. Golden's frag is everything. Bolt still has a chance. Shooting from up high. JW knocks him off his perch. And now a 1v2 with Giacchino low. Cello's got a real shot here. Kit present, already out the door. Doesn't have to make sound. He does now.
Splash. I know he's coming.
Baits the shot. Oh, to give him some credit there. On the repeat, JW gets low. Cello, 5 bullets, needs a fresh mag. JW playing for contingency at this point. It will just be Giacchino's duel. And he gets it as well. The young gun delivers crucially. Here on the second map, they're already at the 1 map deficit. This is for elimination. Will fnatic not get a chance to even battle for an inscription on the trophy that their name already lies upon? 5-2.
First
Giacchino's frag, and this is the rest of the frags you see from him with 15 points of health.
Tiniest margins just there. Nice shot to finish it off. It's a pressure position he's standing in. Sure, it's a bit more of an off angle, harder to clear. Still, you have to stay very focused in moments like that.
Good to see fnatic recycling.
Oh, force fight from MIBR. They've gone all in.
Crims could go down to this. He does pre-aim it often, and this time he finds someone. Doesn't get to convert the kill. Nades is set on that. Doesn't quite either, but now Crims pushed in and belly button shots. 2 Deagle filled up.
Oh!
No way! SHZ has got a third. Brolin now rolling his eyes. This is a disaster for fnatic, just against the Deagles. This is what broke them on Dust 2. They lost a silly round. Not even quite as equipped as this one.
Okay. What can
Time for the
yays, the Jays.
The yays. Okay, so Giacchino knows that eventually there will be a walk for info. He's got 60 seconds. He doesn't have to necessarily do anything but
About
wait.
to get a fight. Here we go.
He does convert it. Nice, quick adjustment from him.
Lots of time for this. They don't know that Connect is clear, so this is a bit of a problem. If JW swings open the door, he might have to be a little bit careful on the way that they clear, and they're actually going to continue towards B, going in for another entry after this smoke.
If that flash is perfect, Yell will gobble it up. Good. Forces him into short, but Denoco's there. Good stuff. JW nearly catches Yell, wants to finish it. If he does, he's got a 1v1. Cello miles away. He can plant open. Where's the after plant? JW looking to steal a third for fnatic. 24 bullets in the fresh AK. He's opted for Monster. Steals away the AWP he came into the round with. 3 frags to his name, a 4th required. Cello clearing all the close corners. It's a wide open plant. Covers himself a weapon. Can he defuse by the pillar? That's if he works it out, though. And it's more than worked out. A tag.
There's no time now.
It's awkward.
Oh, why?
Go down. He gives him the fight. I don't understand.
Is there time?
I think he has the 10-second defuse. I think it's pretty comfortable.
Oh my God! JW had no need to repeat.
Yeah, I didn't hear a
Not
sound
a
cue.
single reason.
I don't think Cello believes it. All
That's
right,
a gift.
we take those.
That's a gift from the gods right there.
I mean, holding it, he tags him. Like SHZ did all the hard work. We have to remind how this third frag came in. JW does everything so well. But that last re-peek after the tag, Cello just had to hold his ground, and he just knifes out right down to the wire. Admittedly, I said comfortable. A pinch of salt on comfortable, but bloody hell. MIBR steal away another round under the noses of fnatic, and that is going to start opening up the salt mines.
6-2 now.
Look at Denoku, he's got a new lease of life, and he does lose that duel. At least he's punished.
These plays that they're going for, right, I appreciate it, I respect it. We've seen a couple of aggressive moves now. They're trying to really fluster Fnatic within these early stages. And Fnatic are the ones who normally like to play in the chaos, but it feels like MIBR, they're happy to take fights, they're happy to get stuck in. They're doing it quite successfully already here, so the Swedes...
Bloody hell.
It's going to be a rough game. I know it's the T side, and I know that MIBR... in their few matches recorded on European soil, get the majority of their rounds through the CT side, but it's looking good so far with another low buy win.
Yeah, Yell just got a little flash, enough to confirm that he's holding the right line. They force him off with the flash, and Takino first in again. Oh, didn't quite full due diligence on his clear. And it enables Cello to find a frag from toilets. He'll be hunted now by Brolin. JW smokes off the bank presence. Yell force forward. This duel is everything. That's the duel. One more required for safety. Yell still on the site. JW tagged up and through the smoke. Yell's wild. USP does find more, and he wants the quick scope. Cost him his life. There's another close. He was trying to bait for Bolt's spray. 2-on-2, and SHZ is found. That's a precise shot from Brolin. Pulls one out. A compulsory frag.
Bolt has been on one, though, so far.
He has. He's had a mad game so far, and they double peek. Oh, my Lord! They are very close.
Whew! Okay. Almost back-to-back calamities for Fnatic there. They're able to secure, and that's going to break MIBR again. Who,
necessary.
Yeah, look, if they go for the force buy again, I'm not even going to fault it at this point. Just where their economy's at right now, the loss bonus not being able to build because of the back-and-forth nature of these few. Only single-digit players surviving in back-to-back rounds. Both teams are pretty light on. Economy in the bin, as we like to say. Brolin, the savior here, just able to finish off in a pressure moment down to 33.
I will say, Chad, they've got 2 MAC-10s. If the Deagles are spicy and the helmets are strong, could be a case of a couple of early frags from Fnatic taking those extra risks.
That's true. Some bullets in the belly with that Deagle, always very potent. Crims
This is our first test. Noko is a more than capable player, but he doesn't get to fire a single successful bullet. As they'd said, his Deagle looked great. It still does as he takes off Golden's head. Still, Fnatic are into the site. Weapons are equipped, and this one shouldn't have any more chapters in it. It is Yell's solo Desert Eagle, Fnatic's 4th. After a very intense previous round, Yell just caught on the reload. So 6-4, we do have Fnatic stringing together. I believe that's 2.
Yeah. Okay, well now the game kind of changes a little bit. The fact that they've been able to wrangle this control back for Fnatic, it means they might be able to stretch their legs with a freebie going into round number 11. Because MIBR have to pick their battles, right? They need to get the guns up, they need to get the AWP out, they need to be able to find that same impact as they had previously, so it means that it will be a save call right now. Loss bonus coming forward into the next will help them get that buy we were just prophesizing. And it's just this single flash, really to work with here, not too much else to note. The USPs against the AKs, the MAC-10, there's a glue in the mix, the AWP. Shouldn't be having too much of an easy time of it as Jacquinho through connector. We've seen him here a couple times. This molly's going to be great. And they're going to force them back or force them forward. Starts to burn. And, well, there you go. Another entry through connector. So doing well, the young lad.
Yeah, good. Crims, though. Is he ready for the more? Third, the surprise. SHZ will catch him, but that's the only positive thing to report from MIBR's non-investment. As you said, dynamic changes now. The reinvestments. I mean, let's not forget that ridiculous conversion. JW slightly whiffed clutch.
Yeah.
That didn't seem to cost Fnatic another round.
They could have started the spiral of T rounds they're going to have now a little bit earlier, but regardless, 3 on the trot, they're looking good for the tail end of this half, right? That loss bonus is still going to be playing a factor right now for MIBR. Yell's even had to opt into an M4. He's not on the AWP. Didn't see that one getting dropped over. I don't think there was enough funds to do that too successfully.
Those first 4 rounds are really the only thing keeping MIBR's numbers afloat.
Yeah. Okay. Well, they did keep Cloud9 and Heroic close when they played at CS Summit, right? They were double-digit games, I think, in the realms of the 16-13, 16-14. So there are no slouches on this. There's a clear hemorrhage once they get to the T side. So like I'm sure that they would have worked on today, knowing that they were going to ban Inferno. Likely that Fnatic were going to pivot here to Overpass. This is where we see if they have much bite left, because this buy that they're operating with right here, it's still not fantastic. There's no defuse kit. There's only a couple of Molotovs, couple of smokes. Bolts doesn't even operate with any utility. So if MIBR win this one, I'll be very impressed.
Oh, the flash is great as they come out the doors and just the tip of the head was visible. What a punish. That flash was so quick on the boost. Jesus, he just got his head above. Loses his vision and his life. SHZ is no more. Round 12. An early advantage for fnatic.
Highest fragger as well so far for MIBR, taken out very early.
Will they find anything? Certainly not initially. If he was to jump on his teammate's head, he'd make noise and more info. So he won't be able to spot Brolin out, but Brolin will hear that.
So very quietly now back towards A. Through Playground, we have 4 members. A couple tucking in towards top of party now. Rotations coming in from MIBR as well. And they've actually pushed for info. So this play from Bolt, who has made some very good decisions so far this game, is going to allow this A defense to be 3 strong.
Cello's been doing great work in the past. The re-smoke, no information, and Cello can use that to his advantage. They want a boost.
It was cancelled. He's
pushing!
He's pushing! The timing!
They have the nades in their hands! They're desperately spraying! You can't actually get away. Cello finally found 3v3 chaos created, and now with 20 seconds, it's getting awkward here. Golden Eyes on the floor. Now body on the floor. Jakino's gone too, and that is a pristine defense.
Oh. There was no options there. The fact that Bolts gets a kill coming up the back line, Cello's pushing the smoke, being a bit of a nuisance as well. Fnatic are forced forward. And that's the 7th round there for MIBR. This is how it kicked off. So quick through the door. Brolin on the entry. Crim's ready and raring to go.
Doing the flash. He hasn't even thought about pressing crouch. You know, he's just like, oh, wow, they flashed me. That's impressive. Never mind. And the fans growing. I see guitars. I see costumes.
I see cup of noodles.
I see 3-dimensional fans. MIBR absolutely loving it. And I don't blame them.
3rd dimension, isn't it?
I just live in a 2D plane, Chad.
All right, 7-5. Fnatic, they do get the buy once more. JW still on the AWP, and we'll give you some highlights. He wanted this boost, but check this timing.
As he pulls out his name, as he pulls, like, I just want to punch my desk for him. As you decide, you know what, maybe I'll flash through this smoke. Cello just with the absolute cheeky bean maneuver.
Oh dear, okay. Well, one more to win the half here, MIBR.
Okay, so if I start seeing double digits, I'm going to start sounding the panic siren.
I really feel like I know that Fnatic have had some scrappy moments. I think we can't tell what MIBR have worked on their T side, right? If they get pistol, they're obviously sitting pretty. But 10 rounds, I think 10. We see MIBR 2-0.
Okay. Set the precedent.
And this is a slower pace this time around. No crazy entries going on. A 4-man lean from MIBR over towards B again. It's just going to put a lot of pressure on Cello over towards these bathrooms. Just left with a HE and an M4A4 in hand. So if they play this nice and slow here, Fnatic, they might even be able to walk and saunter their way up all the way into the bomb. So the timing on this, if he continues...
Cello's been so great in toilets, though. Oh dear. Well, completely vulnerable. Cello just a little overexposed on his corner.
Yeah, crazy gamble from MIBR to especially stay over towards that B bomb site for the better part of 45 seconds.
He faked the rotate sound, or he changed his mind?
Well, I think they're hoping they come into the gamble stack, because otherwise MIBR should probably save this. Give Fnatic the 6th. You've lost a lot of territory. Cello's gone down. There's no rotation. You're not sure how much bathroom control is actually given up. None of that info is granted so far, and Crims is selling him a mean one over here towards B. Molly will keep them in place. The bomb should be going down in the next 10 seconds. Crims has the connector and flank covered off here.
This is lovely. It's a question of whether Brolin will be able to tuck himself into bank before the rotate, if it was to come through, or will they just press that save as you discussed. Bomb's going down, and MIBR will likely just keep hold of everything they've got. Not only the AK-47, they've recovered a Galil. Their finances are not pretty.
Yeah, and the problem is, next round, they only get the 1900 loss bonus, right? So, old boy Danoko, he really needs to stay alive. You've got his 2150, you add the 1900 on there, you guys at home can do the mathematics.
Cello
be able
gets
to drop
something.
a gun, yeah. Otherwise, if they lose a couple of rifles here, it's not going to be that way. We won't have a full gun round for MIBR going forward. And this is the same thing as what they did on their CT side of Dust 2, a map that they ended up winning. So, may as well copy a couple of the traits that got you this far. Tall task for Fnatic here. They do have the 6th, though, as far as par for the course and what we'd expect out of teams if we were, you know, measuring them on level pegging, we would say this is pretty good so far. If they're able to get one, there we go, Crims goes down 1 or 2 more rounds, then they're going to be very, very happy with how this half has gone, especially not getting the pistol. So here we go, MIBR again. Another chance. That gun's been dropped. Utility's good. Everything's sitting pretty right now. I wonder if we'll see a 4-man B lane again, because Yell, the coach, Nax in the background there, maybe they were gambling on the fact fnatic might go for a pace change, try and swarm that B bomb site. Well, they made the wrong call. And this time around, they're actually going the standard 2-3 split.
Early duel on Monster, yeah. Crim's caught, and I love the aggression from Yell.
He's heard a bunch of this.
If he catches the bomb.
He's definitely heard two.
Oh, they got the knives out, backs turned. Yell with the serious power
Silence
play.
too. They don't know where it is.
They'll work it out, but damage inflicted even more so. He finishes off JW as well. That's a round-winning push from Yell. Spurring them into playground was SHZ, just killing that, what was supposed to be a B lurk. You can't lurk if you're dead. Now just Jakino and Golden hanging out. Very uncomfortable state of affairs for these two. Typical setup. Cello's been doing, as I said, a bang-up job. Previously caught out by Brolin, but standing his ground on this relatively aggressive stance to be able to be the canary in the coal mine, call for help should there be a requirement for it. I think he's pretty damn comfortable with a line like that. Jakino would have to hit a very quick scope. And that's the reason you hold a little bit of an offline like that. Walks in, considers it clear, and a free frag converted for Cello. Make it 2. MIBR 8, fnatic 6, last few rounds of Overpass's first half.
Yeah, just taking a quick look here at the scores on the doors. We've got SHZ still leading the charge, 13. Bolts, 11 for him. Cello's on 10. 10 for Yell as well. Here's how he got to his double digits. And you could just see JW there, like, flicking around. Was that behind tree? Like, where did that exactly come from, right? And look, the Silence Dem 4, I don't love it. I understand why Orpers want it. They're going to buy the more expensive guns, so they need that little bit of a...
I do see no reason why we can't have both now, though.
Well, I think...
What's the devil's advocate stance? Well, we can't have M4A1 and A4. There's Cello going down. We'll wrap that one up in a second because it seems like there's more action to come.
Yeah,
retreating back into the site. He's got work to do, but Golden's made a clear call here.
Look at this space being taken at Sandbag. So if they swing in this to rotate back towards A, Yell didn't mind the kill.
No, but Brolin as well added to Yell's list. He gets away with murder. Oh, big frags with the deagle. Crims opens up the site. Goddamn can opener. Just like that, things get very difficult. Yeah, Yell, despite his heroics on one side of the map, to retake this. Smoke and the kit on Bolts. I mean, you could hope that they give you a lot of room to get on it if you can smoke and create a little bit of chaos.
Molly pit, smoke short, flash now. Bolt needs to find one. Yell's low, he needs to oversee this.
One tucked in on Graffiti though, that should be a perfect angle for Bolts if he just jiggles it. Jakino can contest. Takes down the Orper on the way in, Yell. And Jakino will take them both. Couldn't be closer, 8-7. Overpass, fnatic's pick continues after the break.
Into your eyes, I see the colors of your soul, and I recognize every single line, every single roadblock. We are two hearts that beat in time, and the tide was looking down all night, blocking out the sun that we need. Maybe we can change our stripes and colors. You're the only one I see, and I take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night, and I take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night, sleep through the sun. that I left behind. I don't even care now that I've discovered a new kind of peace of mind. Up above us, looking down on us, there's an angel I know. We don't need to worry or discuss much. It's time for me to hit the road. Take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night, sleep through the sunrise.
I think we didn't have enough time because we were playing like a different scenario. We were playing South America the whole year, and when you play there, you like get habits that it's not common in Europe, and you have to like reconsider everything that you've done in South America and then learn new things in Europe. So I think we need a couple more time to be like a really strong team.
They believe they need more time. It seems that there's no time like the present because MIBR 1-0 up. This is winner stays on, loser goes home. Main event on the line for IEM Katowice. It's an 8-7 half, the 7th converted by some lovely deagle work by Crims into that site and keeping the gap as close as possible. You were talking par for the course, Chad. I think we're there.
Yeah, for sure. I think Fnatic have done a good job, even though there were a few blunders. They probably feel like they could have had a couple more, but we can wipe that all away as we move on in here and we get to check out their CT side straight towards the B-bomb site. A little bit of utility behind it as well. And MIBR, they want to keep this one fast with this lovely aerial view. We're straight on in, molly towards barrel, smoke towards heaven, and it's a retake. You don't get easier than that on a B-rush. Okay, well, this depends on how they want to play this post plant, and I love the fact that they're immediately boosting heaven. This gives them so much flexibility in this post plant.
It does, and they've even smoked it, so it's going to be a completely unknown entity on their retake. Flash, frag, bolts traded. 4 players trying to find their way in. That's some lovely shooting. Another. All of the bodies starting to drop for MIBR. It gets awkward now. Don't forget, Golden's got the kit. He's dropped it now. Good frags from Denoco. Cello, last man alive. He's got a lot to do. Precision shooting required. They can get on it. Recovered the kit as well. Crims is on it, though. That's a 10-second defuse. He's trying to find it, trying to knock him off. He's still pushing. He could do it, but no. Protected by J-Dubs. And Fnatic will take an 8th.
Oh, and JW walks around with 14 HP. That one, if he gets the kill, he has the freebie on Crims. Yeah. Crims has to keep sitting that close to the defuse right there. Oh, okay. MIBR. They get in for free and they lose the
second one. So, like, great work coming out, making sure he gets that trade, but he's got a quick adjustment. Don't quite get to see it. All good. I'm over it.
Here's JW saving the day.
All right. God bless.
Okay, so, well, at least that sets them up, but something to note is that plant. So with that plant coming through, how do MIBR want to continue? Of course, here we go. The Force by Galils, 4 of them. Deagle for FZ found a lot of success with that in the first half. Very light utility, but okay. Crims and Brolin are both very lucky just to be alive right now.
Yeah, I think if that was any other weapon, they're dead.
But that was through the bathroom smoke onto Brolin, onto Crims, sorry. Wait, who's the player over towards A I was looking at? Never mind, I've confused myself.
Both of them were trying to walk around Monster. Smoke. They just lost their toes.
I'm losing my mind here.
And their Gucci slides knocked straight off their feet.
They've actually gone back towards B with the majority of the forces here. So the bomb's outside Monster. You've got Yell.
No way, another one. God, Fnatic, you are shaken right now. 3 players working with sub 30 health.
I don't think, the thing is as well, like, MIBR don't know this completely, how much damage they've done. And look at the passive setup. There's still just under a minute left and they're on the bomb sites.
Oh, okay. Chiquino's in a lot of jeopardy. The smoke is good. It's a bit askew, actually. There's probably a gap for them to work through now on both sides of the pillar. Here comes MIBR, and that's the duel he needed. It needed it cleanly. Runs out of chances. Bomb will be going down. Looks like MIBR have an advantage here.
I feel like the save call was probably the only option, but they don't even get a chance for that. Crims is stuck. Graffiti, JW's trying to get away.
Oh, this is a murder. Get out while you still can. He's only saving what little he can. A scout, a kit, some Kevlar. MIBR, that just looks way too easy.
Yeah, all that damage so early within the round, the Galils, we know that the price point is a lot lower now, but we don't traditionally see teams going for that type of Galil buy without a lot of utility. They've upgraded to an M4. They take out all 5 members of fnatic. There's an AUG in the mix as well. 4 players surviving. Okay. MIBR are really set up to win this game from this point onwards, right?
You just lost the second round after winning the pistol, and it was down to some fantastic and very low util Galils. Bolts tagging up 2 players on the monster early. A dink on the A site, keeping JW on notice, and then they just walk into the site and half. And because of this passive stance, because fnatic took so much early damage, the rest was practically a formality. They respond with a force bind kind.
Okay, now we need to really see what fnatic have, because they might be offering up 2 free rounds in a row here. They need to keep this one competitive. It cannot be just a round where they go out with a whimper.
Eek!
Tried the one-way there over the top of the smoke. He's going to give it another crack.
Well, SHZ was about to unload his mag when he heard them drop.
Made 2 footsteps here, so Crimson's not taking any flack for this until now.
Oof.
Pop that one.
Now he's got the potential of long, which look at them, they're charging. Yell and Donoko are not taking any caution here.
This is kind of weird.
They're already fast up long, like Crims is still dealing with Fountain.
Oh!
Great shot from Crims, and that's the bomb behind him. If he hits another banger, things get awkward for MIBR, but he's relieved now. Bolts does just release the pressure valve. Yell already reveals, hey boys, look where we are. We're in bank, and it's a disaster for fnatic. Recovery from Brolin, he trades necessary, but mollied out of position. The bomb is very late to arrive. Chiquino's had time to get over there as well, but a distinct weapon discrepancy, health as well, players as well. A boost ain't bad, I don't hate it. Now put the Galil up. Planting safe. SA, oh, the one. Bit of a toe curler from Brolin.
Yeah, back turned, always difficult to hit those type of shots, and now he's going to think he'll hold on to that to the following round. Whew, there was a couple moments there where it could have all gone wrong. There was a lot of territory taken from MIBR with that 2-man pack, right? And the fact that they had smokes left over late meant they could deal with fnatic here and just force them away. That's going to be the 10th. MIBR onto the double digits. So this is all happening as a bit of a flash here. If fnatic lose this, we'll reiterate the point. They are out. They will not be making it to the main group stage, which starts tomorrow. They'll be eliminated in the play-ins. We knew this field over here in the play-ins was pretty dense. There's a lot of good teams floating around at the moment. Still 8 more waiting. Okay, well, they can drop a deagle or a pistol across that Brolin had on his back pocket. This was a great shot here from Crims. Just flick of the wrist. Here it is. Thank you, DJ. Bang. It's not DJ Prius, like I was meaning like a DJ, you know.
DJ.
Wiki.
Did you have the keyboards in school during music lessons that had the DJ setting? You could just press a button, it's like, DJ, ooh.
I didn't.
Ding, ding, ding.
I don't remember music as a kid.
No?
No.
You don't strike me as someone that was particularly...
No, they gave us all the recorders.
You didn't have like a music... I feel like I had music lessons.
I probably did, but
Not like a particular instrument, like a straight up like a syllabus of
really
nonsense, yeah.
Oh.
For a while.
Okay. In primary school?
No, secondary, until we did the GCSE things.
Okay. I opted to do like bad subjects, like political and legal studies.
I just took a big handful of anything I thought I could be interested in, and turns out
you're into video games.
I was into video games.
Yeah. All right, well, let's see if they can make this interesting. Couple of upgraded pistols. Carried through. That Galil's gone, and well, so is Crims. It's falling apart quite quickly here. I'm liking what I'm seeing from MIBR. A lot of confidence in these players. They have taken a fair few amount of risks on their CT side, and they're hitting some good shots. So continuing to march forward here. Scoreline will be 11-8. JW just left with the USP and the Zeus. So maybe we can get a bit of a moment for everybody.
You have improved.
I've been practicing.
Yeah? You've been using the Zeus in your downtime?
No, and I don't even know if you can buy it. Wait, you should be able to buy it. I don't even know... Yeah,
You get it in Danger Zone? You can start with
you can
the
get it
Zeus.
in Danger Zone.
But I think Russia's got some pretty strong words for people that start with the Zeus in Danger
They're
Zone.
thirsters. They're very thirsty.
Thirsters.
Little thirsty boys, that's what
very
they are.
thirsty if they come on in with a bloody Zeus, let me tell you. Okay, well, fnatic, you can get some guns. You're going to be a bit light on here, not going to have full utility, not going to have the diffuse. Oh, hello. That's some cosplay right there, some Counter-Strike cosplay. That's like the Dust 2 hat, right?
Yeah, no, he just went to the Giant store and bought a camouflage shower cap.
All right, here we go. Not a single diffuse kit in play right here for fnatic. 3 players over towards A early. Double mollies towards Playground to slow this down. And Yell didn't drop his smoke, but it's all right.
No, Golden, I've got a feeling he can do some damage. Not now, he's lost his teammate, needs the trade, needs a second. The flashes are so suppressing. How does he get away? Not bad prediction onto Dinoco's swing. He's only got 2 bullets. It would need to be a dink, and that's the end of him.
Only the 4th kill right there for Golden, so quite a quiet performance for the in-game
4 for
leader.
16, it does stand out, doesn't it?
Yeah, a bit like a sore thumb. And now fnatic are down with a number disadvantage on the CT side, mind you. They're trying to take some info. Brolin has just cleared sewer, but as we can see with the X-ray, they're coming. They're on their way. All 4 members of MIBR.
Taking a huge gamble here. This could really punish him. Especially upon the loss of Brolin. But the transfer's huge. Needs more. Knows there was one short, but he gets caught by Dinoco's advance. JW's been handed a slightly winnable round here, but he could not be further from the action. Bomb's being planted now. Getting the code in. 7, 3, 5. Bolt gets it down. And we are going to be seeing JW arriving from the monster side. Will this be an element of surprise? Not anymore. Dinoco's catches him on the jiggle. A smoke.
Kit, remember?
No kit. You're right. Haste is of the name of the game. Bolts is going all the way to heaven for the safety and for the contingency should he lose his teammate here. Dinoco just waiting for the sound cue. They're playing this to perfection. The smoke does cause a little anxiety.
Tap it.
You have to tap it. And Dinoco going down does make it a little more awkward if he can't find the angle. It's fine. Bolts locks it down. 12 MIBR. They, since that lost pistol, have converted their second and just ran away from fnatic. The distance getting a little scary now for them. Magic number 16. There are 4 rounds separating MIBR from eliminating fnatic from the Katowice play-ins.
Yeah, it's not something I thought was going to be happening today.
Remember the round Flusher had in Katowice?
Oh, I do?
My goodness, I've never seen something quite so beautiful on train. And that was, of course, one of the many times fnatic found themselves in the playoffs of Katowice. Now the play-ins could very well be with the last stop.
Fast B.
Very fast. Good catch. Brolin needed that. Won't be able to do much more. He's got pressure on short. Has to focus his attention one way or the other. Dinoco's out, making it very
Everyone's
clear.
here.
Dinoco just on this lone wolf. Finding the first. He knows there was another close. The entire CT side.
Or what?
They're not willing to go past this line in the sand, drawn by Golden. And speaking of, it's him that steps the toe first. Crosses in, Dinoco takes another. He doesn't have to move too far. Trade to there. SHZ delivers. fnatic trying to keep it as level as they can. The shadow's indicative of more. Giacchino. Oh, not enough. 1 point of health. Separating SHZ from the grave. MIBR now just 3 rounds away.
That's the power of patience right there. The fact that they lose that early kill and then they just put the brakes on. I was like, we have this territory, we have the better weapons. If you want to fight us, we'll just win the duels. And it's felt like a lot of that has been MIBR's flavor, right? Aggressive maneuvers, pushing, being a thorn in the side. On the T half, well, that's the name of the game, and it's settling in right here. We can see just the lovely stuff, lovely shots being finished off from Bolts. And that's 13. So they're only
huge.
3 rounds away from a 2-0. And this is quite convincing.
This is when your heart starts beating a little faster, your palms get a little sweatier, and you realize it's, you know, this is a reality now. I just need to do what I've done 13 times, 3 more.
And the way that this game is trending, if fnatic lose this one, their economy is going to be back in the bin, especially if all the guns get taken off. So MIBR, as this round progresses, they might need to consider if they want to chase. But they still need to get themselves into a position to win the round first. And well, passive towards connector, just some nades being thrown. Crims is going to think better of hanging around there. Bathroom control under pressure next. Yell pushing through the smoke. Finds a timing, and I love the change here. MIBR are really just mixing things up. They're going to find a gap onto A. He found this before on the second round with the Galil.
3 orgs.
Oh, the boost. They're going to pop up and they're already there.
Jesus! Finally, he goes down. Golden doubles up. Dinoco needs another. He knows Golden's low. Oh, and spotted as well. Continues his swing. Time-sensitive mission here for Dinoco. He needs to find a way in or out. Smoke
flank at bathroom
to save him. They are working on it. JW's hunting SHZ with an AWP, no less, and I think it should be a freebie. Okay.
Oh, that's a big miss.
It's a big miss because Bolts now has space. Dinoco still hunting Golden. His double kill was still ringing in their ears. Bolts has the bomb, and that frag makes things better. Now a split CT defense. Giacchino and Crims. Jack responsible here for the duel on A.
Oh, no!
Dinoco's got it as well. getting all the more difficult for Crims. Is he going to gamble with it? Bolts doesn't have to make a sound cue until he drops down. With 15 seconds, Bolts is still in limbo.
He has to go
He's
B.
still in limbo.
Oh no.
He has to
Crims
come
has
to
done it.
Crims. He just has to get the shot and the round is his. Just like that, despite all of the heroics from Dinoco. He's gone.
Yikes, that one looks so good, then so bad, then so good again, and then, well, maybe a little bit of indecision, maybe a little bit of miscommunication, strung themselves out, and fnatic pick up a bit of a lucky round, I would say. Off the back of that, taking the timeout, have to discuss their options. Crims can drop one rifle, but everybody else, 3 players, will have to invest independently. The buy is better for MIBR. Sure, they didn't get the round, but they're still in the power position. And I feel that winning this next one may even do more damage to the flow-on effects of Fnatic's economy. Oh, it's a rocky road out there for the Swedes. One more for double digits, and you can see here JW's flank, he's got the first, he needed to hit that second just to really seal the deal, because we knew where Danoco was, we knew it was low. He almost opened the door there, and this is some of the reasons we have some financial woes for Fnatic.
I swear, a lot of when we're watching Danoco multi-frag is he's just standing still and the CT is peeking one by one. Like he just has that premonition that the fight will come to him.
Oh, it's been working for him so far. What's he got? A bag of 17 kills. So great across the board fragging here from MIBR. Really getting it done as a team. All right, 3 rifles, 2 SMGs. Fnatic might need a couple more miracle rounds to keep them in this.
Ooh, Crimson JW going for quite an aggressive hold of the fountain and party peaks. This is very loud from JW, and he gets the frag all the same. Takes down one of the harder hitters. SHZ lurks the smoke and converts. Golden's going to be putting his fist through the desk. 4 on 4. Very even keel here. To sway it one way, a trade, long range. That's big from Giacchino. Bolt, however, is completely in the sight. This is peculiar. Giacchino has no idea. And now the wound just keeps on getting worse. Cello anticipates the hunt from Crims. They just hit the brakes at the perfect moments, Chad.
They've done that really well, and I think some of the keys that we were highlighting, especially hearing from the desk, was about Fnatic in mid-rounds. It's something that we've spoken about a lot in the past, and how good they are at it. Well, on the CT side, they're the ones who are fumbling all these moments. They're walking into the traps time and time again, and we've seen JW in a few clutches. I don't think this is one that he has any business winning. This surely is the 14th. MIBR, 2 more rounds.
We've seen 2 rounds out of Fnatic's defense so far, both of which have been labored.
You have to think about the flow-on effects for MIBR as well. If they can win this cleanly, 2-0, don't need that third map, gives them more prep time for Big later today. That's the game they'll need to win to get through to the main tournament. Big got sent down to the lower bracket yesterday.
By the hands of whom?
I believe it was Spirit.
Which are looking like... You know, Chad, I'm punching the desk a little here. I was thinking about it yesterday after looking at Spirit's results, and a part of me, when I was doing the GG bet prediction, part of me wanted to make the ambitious and ridiculous call of a play-in Spirit run to the finals.
Okay.
You know, those kind of CIS wonder stories. We haven't had one of them in a while. You know, your Gambits, your
Virtus Pros.
Virtus Pros.
Yeah, no, it does feel a bit like the CIS are having, not a resurgence right now.
No, a revolution.
Like, exactly, right? And Virtus Pro are the only ones so far. Gambit are through, Spirit are through. VP,
Gambit, Spirit, VP, Navis.
VP get through. Exactly, right? Exactly. So, there's a lot of good Counter-Strike still to come in Katowice. It was even a 2-0 from Spirit over Big, so convincing stuff. But we'll keep our eyes trained on this one right here. As 14-9, money in the bin. What are you going to do, Fnatic? Partial, half buy, just that M4 for JW. Deagles. Golden hasn't invested in a pistol just yet. Would love to see a P250 or something, just to help him out a little bit. But he'll be holding that lion's share of utility, so can Fnatic do anything here? It doesn't feel likely. They will have to go up against 15 if they drop this one. JW aggressive. Kind of on his lonesome. Crims is almost there with him, but eyes trained towards connector. Molly pushes him back. Can't hang around this smoke. The flash is coming through as well. It's about to clear. And he's just hanging around. He's overstaying his welcome. He knows he needs to make a play, but doesn't have to be in the first 30 seconds of the round. It's really simmering out here.
It has really kind of lost its
vigor.
Je ne sais quoi.
Oh, okay. French are on, all right.
Another one bites the dust. Crim's not winning his duel on toilets, puts Golden's USP on notice and then some. denoco wants to make this 15th round appear as fast as possible, and he has charged his way into the site without even needing the bomb. They're just taking that space all over the map in the same way we saw Bolts walking into B as they just hit pause elsewhere on the map.
Apparently denoco is Brazilian for goodbye. See you later.
Yeah?
Yeah, because he is just making an absolute meal out of fnatic today. He had a really good first map. I was impressed with his entry frags. I'm impressed with the fact that this guy, who wasn't even playing on this roster, he's gone into the role, or the void, maybe not the role, left of Phelps, and he's fragging fantastically, and he's doing the job of an entry fragger time and time again. We'll go
He's a competitor, right? I mean, he knows he's been given a chance here to truly play against the very best in the game he's so passionate about. Of course he's given it his all, and to see it converting in such a way against such legendary names, not only to this tournament, but just to the Counter-Strike scene, this is great stuff for the legacy of the new MIBR. Starting it off with a bang, 2-0 versus fnatic into Big Clan, though, as your final objective. That is going to be quite the story, quite the list of names if you want to get to the main event.
Yesterday was 16-12 on Vertigo versus Liquid, which was a pretty decent showing as well. They made some flubs economically late. They missed a couple of nades in crucial rounds. This is some of the best Counter-Strike I think I've seen this Brazilian squad play. Here we go. Could be the death knot, could be it. Round 25 underway. AWP out for JW. Nades are in. Diffuse kit at least one. Let's see how this one trickles on down. Crim's over towards the tree. So they're playing a bit more of an aggressive setup here, fnatic, and there's a lot on the individuals. They have to win their fights. There's no flash to bail Crim's out. Now he's been spotted.
An animal is most dangerous when it's cornered. No way out. No other options. The only way forward for fnatic is through MIBR.
And look at this gap. They've just punished space immediately. Okay, you rotated the AWP back to help him out. We knew there was one tree. Now we're pivoting. We've taken bathrooms. You're already under pressure. You have to flash for info.
Crims, what are you doing?
I have no idea.
AW was holding it. They had no idea. Fortunately, denoco's progress has been halted, thwarted just a little bit. JW's warning shot keeps him honest.
And they've drawn a rotation, so if they go back to B now, this is masterful from MIBR.
Yeah, and there's no one actively holding short.
Golden doesn't know where to go. A, B, back and forth. The bloody ping pong ball.
Bloody poem. Oh, and two opening frags from Bolts. This is the end. fnatic will not be in attendance unless JW pulls something out of nothing. Just Crims and J-Dubs, the bomb ticking down, their fate sealed with every passing second. No stranger to the Katowice stage, but it's denied this time. MIBR sent fnatic out of the